Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim of Creative Crafticality, and today I will be sharing with you two more journals that I made for Christmas. Hopefully somebody will have a chance to pick these up. They'll be in my Etsy shop down below. This time the theme is Polar Express or Winter Express. I made them out of a couple different books that I found at the thrift store. I used the covers, and then they have two signatures. It's about a 1-inch spine. I covered the back with some flannel fabric. I think it was from an old, I'm not sure if it was from an old flannel shirt, but I just thought the colors were perfect. Very Christmassy. They're kind of the tartan plaid. I also put some lace, it's like a crocheted trim, not crocheted. It's a trim. I think they use it a lot for like upholstery, but I had this in my stash. I have some handmade paper that I mounted this kind of a Santa, vintage Santa train picture on. And yeah, I think it turned out really cute. Here is a fun tassel. I had all kinds of laces and ribbons and things in here. This is a fun velvety fringed ribbon, and I use that for the tie as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to do my talk through on this one, and then we'll do just a music flip through of that one. So this will be Winter Express, Polar Express book number 1 in my Etsy shop. And yeah, I think it's super fun. Lots of fun trims and things that I've added to the sides. I did sewing throughout. This book I think is about 5.5 by 9 or 8 3/4. I can't remember. All the details will be in the Etsy listing. So we open it up here. I did find some Polar Express paper, or I think it was called Winter Express or something like that. No, it was Polar Express. It was a paper pack that had some stickers and just different double-sided scrapbook papers. And then I had this fun stamp, so I stamped a little tag there. I altered a paint chip card. When my daughter was younger, I think she was around 12 years old, we took her to just south of the Grand Canyon, and they have the train that goes from the bottom up to the Grand Canyon. And at nighttime they were doing a Polar Express themed ride, and they had it was fun because they had at the train station you met Santa, and they had some fun activities there. You got hot chocolate, and then you boarded the train and they had people singing the Polar Express songs on there. They gave them each a bigger bell, so I put a bell on the tassel, and that's like to, symbolize, or not symbolize, but help them to remember that you need to believe. And so it's super fun. So this is how it goes. Let's just go ahead and flip through here. I had lots of vintage items in here. This is a vintage Christmas recipe book, and it had a train there with cookies. This is from a old Monopoly board. Transparency. I found some Christmas train themed books that I used book pages in here too. This is some of that handmade paper. I have a Christmas Thomas book too, so I included that. I tried to find as many train and Christmas themed items as I could. Here's some of my Christmas tree dyed paper that I did last year, I think. This was a book of how to draw different vehicles, so this was part of the train vehicle, or train drawing part. I used some of that flannel and made a ruffle on the side there. Here's one of the stickers. I had some vintage wrapping paper that had vehicles, so this one had the train on it. And then I have a train die that I cut out, and this little present fell out, so I'm gonna have to glue this back in. I lost it, and then I found it when I was flipping through my other books. It kind of fell out of there, so I'm gonna glue that in a bit. It's another book page, a ledger page. This is from the Little Red Caboose book. I found some vintage railroad ticket stubs, and that's a sticker down there that I made a little pocket. Added a dyed doily in there, another sticker. Added some fun vintage trim on here. This is like the image of Santa with the reindeer in the sky there. And my reasoning for making these books was that I found these really cool stickers at the bins. And so I'm like, that would make a really cool junk journal. So I divided up the ones I had found and just stuck them in there. Here is a flip up, and then I attached another little ticket. Another train book, and that's another, I think it's the other side of that cookbook page. Some more fun trim on the side there, and then on the other side I made a pocket tag. This is a vintage calendar. It was one of those calendars where you rip the pages off. But I just thought it was fun. I included the December, and that was from 1979. Here's another signature. Just more fun book pages. This is another piece of wrapping paper that I had in my stash. Had some of that left over, so I just glued it on there. This is a vintage music sheet down by the station. And then I made a belly band, just added in a vintage playing card. This is some fun trim that I sewed on the side of this book page. Another sticker, had some navy blue paper that looked really good with the book. Here's another vintage book page with the train. Just added some scrap on the side there. These are two book pages that I just sewed together because I didn't want to fold those in half. Another sticker from the collection. Here's a piece of paper that just folds out for extra space, and I made another little tag up there that I glued on top. The book page from the Polar Express book. Had this flashcard that I added in. I only had one of those, so that one isn't in the other book. That. And that's the other side of that music sheet. More book pages. This is another scrapbook page. I added some fun velvet trim there. Lots of spaces in here for journaling and adding pictures. Some old music sheet. And that is the back cover. And I altered a navy blue vintage book page with one of the stickers and some paper. And then here's a pocket there. And so that is that book. Problem with this flannel is that it catches all the little fuzzies. So when I send this out, I'll be sure to defuzzify it. But I love the look of the fuzzy, warm flannel. Alrighty, so I'll go into the other one, just add some music, and you can look through that one too, but this will be book number 1 for the Polar Express, and then on to book number 2. Alright guys, so that's both of them, Polar Express journal number 1 and number 2. I'll have the links for my Etsy shop down below, and if you are interested in picking one of these up, that would be great. There's still time for Christmas. I know it's a little late, just a busy time of year, but I really wanted to get these out there. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Check out my other listings. I just put up a gingerbread journal, and I'm working on the Nutcracker, and that's going to be up today too. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.